were differences between Karzai and Ghani, and I won't get into those so much, but certainly President Ghani deserves a lot of blame for this. He had these grand plans. He fancied himself sort of a Lee Kuan Yew of Afghanistan, centralizer, a technocrat who was going to come in and change everything. But the problem is he wasn't really a Democrat. He was an authoritarian leader. And he thought by appointing the best and the brightest around him, he could change things. But he had a certain vision, and that vision did not leave a lot of room for those at the local level. In fact, Karzai was much, much better at negotiating with people at the local level. The problem with Karzai is he tended to favor, his problem was really in the south of the country, where through his family, they favored certain tribes, certain groups that were affiliated with his family. He actually did a far better job of integrating those so-called warlords from the north of the country and putting them into the government. And this was at a time when people really questioned whether they'd join the government. Ghani did the opposite. He tried to oust all of these former warlords out of the government, put his own people into place, had this strange theory of government. He created parallel institutions to try to get around government institutions. He didn't implement many of the democratic aspects of the Constitution, although he promised to. There were deals between Abdullah and Ghani that there was going to be a reform of the Constitution that would allow for more local self-governance. He ignored that, never did it. He was really power hungry, really engaged in nasty ethnopolitics, against non-Pashtun groups in the country, really towards the end of his government. And so he was an academic, certainly this was part of it, but he was really an authoritarian. And I think many people in Washington were impressed with his Ivy League degrees and the fact that he was a professor and worked for the World Bank, but he was really a disaster for the country and really was one of the main causes of the government's collapse.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.